So with life going so good for me, I'm like living on like this high up until I got a text message from Kyan's dad. Out of the blue. Completely out of the blue. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What does he want? He texts me to ask me if I could start the paperwork to relinquish his rights to Kyan. And I text him back, no. Why would I do that? Why would I start the paper? If you want to do that, you can do that. You do that on your own. You don't need me to do it. You can start the paperwork. He's going to say, well, because Kyan is no longer a resident of Maryland and he's a resident of Georgia, it has to be done in Georgia, so you have to do it. And I'm like, I don't have to do a good goddamn thing, sir. No, I do not. I don't have to do nothing. And I'm not going to do it. I'm like, look, if you want to relinquish your rights as Kyan's parent, you go through that process. You pay the fines. But you trying to relinquish your rights because I took out child support? And I said, I'm like, is it because of child support? He was just like, I don't understand why you need to even take out child support when you can just ask me. I'm like, ask you? Ask you? What? Nigga, we had this kid together. We know what entails when it comes to having a child, food, shelter, clothes, just the basics. You don't help with anything. And you talking about ask? Why the fuck would I ask you when you know that your child needs these things? Like, why would I ask you? No, I'm not gonna ask you to do shit. I'm not, because then they're gonna in turn cause me to have to beg you. I ain't begging you for shit. So no. So I'm like, no, Darian, I am not going to file the paperwork. If you want that done, you can do it. Not me. You can do it. And I left it at that. And I went and told Marlin, I'm like, Marlin, do you not know that this nigga is trying to get me to file the paperwork for him to relinquish his rights to Kyan? Because he don't want shit to do with Kyan. Because, like, oh, Kyan's not living with me, so I don't want to have, like, come on, bro. Come. Why would I do that? And Marlin was like, well, I mean, you could let him relinquish his rights and I could adopt Kyan. And I turned out, look at him, I was like, no. He is not going to relinquish his rights because he's only trying to do that because I took out child support. I mean, if he don't want to pay child support, he ain't got to pay child support. But no, he is not going to relinquish his rights because of that. Because he the one that wanted me to have Kyan to begin with. Like, if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't have not no kids. Like, if it was really truly up to me, I probably would have Jackson. I would have Jackson because I was married when I got pregnant with Jackson. I probably would have Jackson. But the other two, if it was up to me, and then before y'all said it is up to you, like I said what I said. If it was up to me, and not guilt and not abuse, I probably want to have one kid, if that. But hey, they're here now. I love them. We roll with it. We roll with what life gives us. So Marlin just like, you wouldn't want me to adopt him? Like, what if we got married? You wouldn't want me to adopt? And I'm like, if I was to get married, it's a different conversation. But because I'm not married, I'm not even thinking about like anybody adopting Kyan at this point. It's like, if you want to be in his life, you can be in his life. But the whole, the legal aspect, that ain't no good look. Not expect, like, I'm not married to you. Like no. He's like I said, like, we was to get married, would you consider it? I'm like, we would have to think on that, because then that means he would have your last name. Like, Kyan Lombard it don't hit the same. It don't hit the same. I don't know Kyan Draco Lombard. It don't. But we gonna see, cause at this time we not technically together. Yes, we're doing things as if we are together, but we have not said, yes, we're going to be back in this thing, rocking this out, doing it. We ain't did none of that. So, yeah, that's a conversation that we don't need to have. So as the days progressed, like I said, everything was good. I was happy. I was doing good. So I thought, because I wasn't having any hiccups. So remember how I told y'all that like I started putting my name on the charts that I do under the refraction so they can know. After about a week and a half of doing it, I stopped doing it because I'm just like, look, she know now. She ain't been saying nothing about my refractions or anything. Everything's been smooth, so I ain't gotta do it. She see now that I know how to do refractions. It's been like a week and a half and nothing, so she see now. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I go to work one day, literally maybe a week before I get my taxes. Literally a week before I get my taxes. Literally the third week in February. The third week in February. I go to work. Normal day. So at this point, I done got all the rules. I know the rules. You can't be late. Like if you pass 15 minutes, you're getting the mark. So it's just like, no, I've been making sure I've been on time, make sure I don't clock in early. I don't do any, I've been trying to be on my P's and Q's because at the end of the day, like, yeah, the doctor a little bit difficult to work with because she very nitpicky and she like things her way. But I'm just like, look, I just come to work, make the paycheck and go home. So whatever. So I go to work and I'm thinking everything is fine. Everything's cool. I pull up my email. And in my email, there is this long ass message from the doctor. Basically telling me that she hired me to be at a certain standard because I was the lead tech for Dr. Minocha, and I got all these years of experience. So she expected me to come in and, to take charge and, to lead the team. And in my head, I'm like, lead the team? I did not tell you that I was going to come in, take charge, and lead anybody. So where you get this information from, lady? Like, this is new to me. So I keep reading. And she was just like, yeah, but you haven't been living up to our expectations of you and your experience that you said that you had. So we paid you based on your experience. We paid you $21 based on your experience. But with how your refractions are doing and how you're not doing a good job with your refractions, I think we need to go back and talk about your pay because maybe we're paying you too much. And I'm like, wait a minute. The fuck you mean we need to go back and talk about my pay because of my refractions? I'm like, wait. There has not been an issue with my refractions until I started back not putting that I was doing this refraction for this patient. Now it's an issue. I'm like, you know what? I can't. And at the bottom of the email, it says, print it out and sign, put it under my door, acknowledging that you received it and read this email. So I printed that thing off. And when I printed it off and I picked it up off the email, off the printer, I'm like, you know what? She keep trying me. Yep, here we go. Had the good cop on one shoulder, bad cop on the other. It's like, good cop, Key, just sign it, put it on the door, go back to what you've been doing. Putting your name under your refractions because she can't do. She just do that. Cover your ass. Bad angel. Kiki, she playing with you, my girl, because of what you mean. You've been refracting for years. You learned her way. It was no issues when you were saying, oh, this is the patient that I did under each refraction, but now all of a sudden that you ain't doing it no more. Now the refractions are an issue and it's your fault. What about all these people that she training now to do refraction? The people that's new to refraction. Why I gotta be on you? And then they talking about your pay? You only here because you make 21 an hour. You don't like these people. You don't like her attitude, but you sticking it out because of the money. And now she playing with you, sis. She playing with you, Key. She playing with you. And I'm like, she playing with me. I'm heated. I am heated. That's what happens when I get in my head and I start talking to myself, because I'm just like, I'm literally having this conversation in my head while I'm picking up the paper off the printer. And I'm just like, don't go off. Don't crash out. Do not crash out. You got to do it in a professional way, because no, you can't. You don't do this. Everything has to be done in a professional way. So I picked up the paper off the printer, sign it. And then I wrote a little note, flip over. And then I flipped the paper over and I wrote me a little note for the doctor.